Uh, here's the I'll show you the personality types first. We got these are the four analysts. You have architect, logician, commander, and debater. That's what Colton was. Then you have diplomats. I'm one of the diplomats. There's four of them. There's advocate, mediator, protagonist, and campaigner. That's what I was, campaigner. Then there's sentinels. Town was a sentinel. There's logistician, defender, executive, and consul. And then there's four explorers. There's virtuoso, adventurer, entrepreneur, and entertainer. That's what we got.
What do you think I'll be?
From what I've read of the 16, you're probably one of the analysts, honestly. One of those four. Alright, it says it takes less than 12 minutes. That won't be right at all.
What, longer or shorter?
Because we read what's after. Well, the test itself will take 12, but we'll read more after. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people.
To introduce myself to other people?
Do you find it difficult to do so?
Introduce myself to people that I don't know, or?
Yeah, that's what you do.
Just walk up and introduce myself? Or if I'm meeting them?
Yeah, if you're meeting them, is it difficult to introduce yourself?
No, if I'm meeting them, no. I mean, I'm not going to just walk up to somebody.
Well, that's not what the question's asking. You find it difficult to introduce yourself. The only time you're introducing yourself should be is when you're meeting people that you don't know.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if it meant like walking up to a strange girl in the bar and asking.
No, it doesn't say that, so it's not what it means.
So I disagree.
Just regular?
Yeah.
Okay. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings.
You read like earlier when I was fast and thinking about.
No, it's like you're. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox.
I don't really get email, but if I did, I would want to answer it right away. I agree.
Right away? Agree? Okay. You want like a messy inbox? A bunch of messages? You find it easy to stay relaxed even when there is some pressure?
Do I find it easy?
To stay relaxed when there's some pressure. Just regular disagree? Like that?
I guess.
Okay. You do not usually initiate conversations. Do you start conversations?
Strongly disagree.
You do? You start the conversations?
Do not usually.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't? Usually?
I never talk. I don't start
So that'd be a strong. That'd be agree. Because it's saying you do not usually agree. Initiate.
Yeah.
So strongly agree. Okay. You really do something just out of sheer curiosity. Do you do stuff out of curiosity or not?
Like what? Stick my finger in a light socket?
Whatever. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I'd have to disagree.
Okay. You feel superior to other people. There's neutral too, by the way. You feel superior to other people. You think you're better than other people.
Disagree.
Okay. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Do you feel like you should be more organized or more adaptable?
Adaptable.
Adaptable. So you're gonna say it'll be one of the disagrees. Which what disagree? What amount of disagree do you have with that?
I'd say that middle one.
Just a regular disagree. You are usually highly motivated and energetic.
I'm energetic and I'm motivated when I want to be, but I can't say usually I am. When I'm at work, I'm motivated. I mean, I do my.
So do you want to be like neutral?
Yeah, it's just emotional.
Okay. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Would you rather win a debate, or would you rather not win because if you win, it's going to make people upset? Or do you just want to win?
I would be kind of. I want to win, but yeah, I don't want to upset nobody.
So probably neutral. Okay. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people.
Agree. I'll try to always explain why I'm mad at Grandpa.
Your home and work environments are quite tidy.
Disagree. Strongly disagree.
You're not a tidy person.
Yeah. I mean, I am, but it's hard to keep it.
Yeah, you do not mind being at the center of attention.
Huh?
You do not mind being at the center of attention.
Disagree. I do mind. I don't like
Yeah. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Are you more practical or more creative?
practical.
You're more practical. So agree.
Yeah.
Okay. People can rarely upset you.
Disagree.
Yeah. I'd say strongly disagree, but you said disagree.
Oh, I thought you said agree.
People can rarely upset you. If they rarely upset you, you'd put agree, but they do upset you a lot, so you could disagree.
Oh.
They're worded weird, some of them. Yeah. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Do you plan a lot for your travel or not?
No, I would just grab a.
Your travel plans. So strongly disagree or disagree? Strongly disagree. Is it often difficult? It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Can you relate to other people's feelings or not?
That's what. If they stub their toes and I feel it, no.
No, feelings like
yes,
emotional
I
feelings.
would agree.
It's difficult for you too?
No,
it's not. So disagree.
I understand people get upset.
Your mood can change very quickly.
Disagree.
Are you sure?
Agree.
Second. Let's say you're a psycho. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Should the truth be more important in a discussion, or their feelings? You could neutral.
No,
if you think both.
yeah, neutral, because I do that a lot. Sometimes I want to tell people what I think, but I don't.
Talon was like strongly agree. Truth is the.
I know. That's why sometimes I want to tell people, but then I don't want to hurt them. So.
And then like Colton, I think he was like slightly agree. I did neutral too. You really worry about how your actions affect other people.
You rarely.
Yeah, rarely. Disagree. You always worry about it. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes and to a methodical and organized approach.
What's that mean?
It means whenever you're working, do you randomly be like, oh, okay, and then you work really good for a while, and then you stop, and then you're slow, and then you're all of a sudden really fast and good again, or disagree? You're always methodical and organized about your...
Yeah,
you're constantly good at work all the time. Yeah. I would have... I'm taking your... I'm also looking at like what I know about you. I'm seeing how you answer and how accurate it is.
Yeah, is it very accurate?
Yeah.
No.
You're often envious of others. So you're like, oh, that guy has a nice car. I want that.
Disagree.
Lucky bastard. Yeah, okay.
I don't really envy. I mean,
yeah.
I want nice things, but
an interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Would you rather read a good book or play a good video game than go to some like party or something? A social event?
Yeah.
Agree? Yeah, me too. I was like strongly agree. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project.
Being able to develop a plan
is the most, and stick to it is the most important part of every project. Agree or disagree? Or slightly agree, slightly disagree.
I slightly disagree because sometimes you got to change to make it work.
You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas.
Agree. You rarely get. Yeah. I don't get anything.
You find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. Like, are you soaking in the nature around you, or are you thinking?
I'm usually thinking.
Okay. So agree. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong.
I don't send emails, so.
But if you did
like
and they didn't, yeah. It's like if you send a message and you're like, oh no, they didn't reply, then I say something
I would
wrong.
agree. I'd strongly agree on that. Actually.
Okay.
I do worry about it. If I text anybody and they don't, I wonder if I'm.
As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Would you rather your kid be smart or kind?
Well, from saying how I raised you, I guess smart because you're not kind to me. It's
So
my
you'd rather
birthday
be
and I
smart?
didn't get nothing.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm just kidding. Let me see. As a parent,
you would rather see your child grow up kind rather than smart.
neutral on that. I'd rather them be both.
Both, yeah. You do not let other people influence your actions.
You don't let other people.
Like you just do you. Or you let other people help you decide.
I'd say slightly agree a little bit. Sometimes I do let people.
Yeah.
Is that what it means? Or
Oh, it'd be slightly disagree if they do.
you do not.
You do not let other people do it. You'd say agree if they don't. If they do a little bit, that's what we do slightly disagree.
Okay.
Like, that's what you want, right?
But sometimes I do go along with, like, I wouldn't have drank today if Greg wouldn't have come over with beer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I let them.
Yeah,
I let him influence.
slightly
I let him influence what I did.
Yeah, so slightly disagree is right. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. So are your dreams more fantasy-like, or are they more about the real world and stuff going on?
Usually about real stuff.
Real stuff? So do you want to, which agree do you want to do? Slightly normal or strong?
Just regular.
Regular? Yeah.
Some of my dreams are jack. Ain't really nothing about nothing, but they're not fantasies. It's usually about something going on in my life that's real weird.
It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace.
It does not take
you much time to start getting involved in
I'd
social
say
activities.
slightly disagree. Usually it takes me a while to tell people.
Yeah. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Do you improvise more or do you plan more?
Improvise.
Improvise?
I'd say what's
So, which agree?
the middle one, I guess.
Okay. Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Neutral.
Neutral?
Go back and forth.
Yeah. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress-up or role-play activities. So you like going to like
strongly
California
disagree. I don't like dressing up unless it's.
You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas.
Unrealistic and impractical yet. What's that mean?
Yeah, intriguing ideas. Like your free time, you're like looking up or researching like crazy, wild, not normal ideas, basically, that you find interesting. Strongly what?
Disagree.
Disagree.
I don't really look up for.
You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan.
I'd say you would rather improvise than spend time
coming up with a detailed plan.
I'd say neutral on that because I do like to.
You do like a plan, but you do improvise more. You find yourself, You are a relatively reserved and quiet person.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, I do too. Like about you. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. So if you had a business and they were loyal, strongly agree.
It'd be hard for me to fire even the idiots. I'd be like,
if they were loyal.
Or just knowing that they had kids and shit, it'd just be hard to fire.
Yeah, exactly. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Like you wonder why certain people exist or why people exist in general.
I really never think about it.
You really don't? So strongly disagree?
Yeah.
Okay. Colton went strongly agree on that
Why?
one. Because of the stupid people he works with. He's like, why do these people exist? Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. So you use logic or your feelings to make a decision?
Neutral,
both.
I try both.
Apparently I'm more emotional than whatever. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Like keep your options open, or do you have a to-do list?
I strongly agree. I never have my plan. Never planned out.
If your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. So
probably neutral.
Probably neutral. Yeah, that's why I did agree because I tell them like, well, I'm here for you if you need anything. You rarely feel insecure.
No, disagree.
You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Disagree?
Yeah.
Or strongly disagree?
I just say disagree.
Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork.
Just disagree.
You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they are supported by facts or not. So everyone's views should be respected even if they're...
Strongly disagree.
If they're factual.
If they're telling bullshit, they need to know.
You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people.
More energetic?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you're with a group of people, are you more energetic or does it wear you out? Are you more energetic alone? Like when you're by yourself? No.
I'd say slightly disagree to that.
You frequently misplace your things. Frequently lose stuff.
Agree.
Yeah. All right, we're almost done. You see yourself as very emotionally stable.
I'd say slightly disagree. Sometimes I'm not.
Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans.
Agree.
You would not call yourself a dreamer.
I would slightly agree.
You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people.
Strongly agree. I'm talking.
Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. So do you imagine things will turn out a certain way, or do you do things based on past experiences?
I'd say agree. I do.
Yeah. You worry too much about what other people think.
Strongly agree. I do agree to that.
Yeah, me too. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. This is an intention-based thing.
Well, not really. I'm usually I stay closest to the door, so yeah, I guess that'd be a wall.
Yeah. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. So you stay on the edges, away from people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get right in the middle. So
Right.
I'd the middle agree.
Okay.
I might wander into the middle.
You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything.
Slightly agree. Sometimes I do.
Yeah. You feel very anxious in stressful situations.
Agree.
You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful.
I'd say slightly agree.
You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things like books, art, movies. Probably not you.
Disagree.
Yeah, you're more into sports and stuff. You often take initiative in social situations.
Disagree.
All right, we're done. Results.
Genius, probably is what it'll say. Probably say send him to the.
You got adventurer.
What's that mean?
You're the adventurer type.
What's that mean?
All right, so you're 22% extroverted, 78% introverted.
What's that mean?
You're an introvert,
Is that
which
right?
means you keep
I
more
can
things
bend
inside.
backwards.
Huh?
I can bend backwards.
No.
What's that?
It means you keep everything inside most of the time. Energy, you're 32% intuitive. You're 68% observant. I agree.
What's that mean?
Observant, you observe your surroundings, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you notice, like, whenever we've been to Walmart and a fat lady walks out, you're like, oh my god, that lady's obese. You know, you do that stuff all the time.
No.
Thinking, you're 37% thinking, 63% feeling. You're
Tactics.
29% judging, 71% prospecting.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
That's right.
You're 24% assertive and 76% turbulent.
What's that mean?
This trait
I shake apart in the air like an airplane. Does that mean I couldn't fly very good?
It means you're not very confident.
What? What's that mean?
And here, tactics is the trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So yeah, you're good at work basically with tactics. Nature, this trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. You deal with stuff more on your feelings and thinking.
I might answer some of them a little bit wrong.
This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. You're more observant than you are intuitive. Yeah, I would say so.
You agree?
Yeah, and your mind, the trait determines how we interact with our environment. You're more introverted. Yeah, you're not outspoken or anything like that. Now I get to start reading.
What do you mean start reading?
French personalities are true artists, but not necessarily in the typical sense where they're out painting happy little trees. Often enough, though, they are perfectly capable of this. Rather, it's that they use aesthetics, design, and even their choices and actions to push the limits of social convention. Adventurers enjoy upsetting traditional expectations with experiments in beauty and behavior. Chances are they're expressed more than once the phrase, "Don't box me in." Happy to be who they are. Adventurers live in a colorful, sensual world and started with connections with people and ideas. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna look at the people you're like, is what I want to get to.
Oh my god.
Adventurers you may know. You're like Kevin Costner, Avril Lavigne. You're like Michael Jackson and
Doubt
Britney
it.
Spears.
Doubt it.
You're like Lana Del Rey.
No, wait. Well, why are these all
Jessica
women?
Alba, Joss Stone, Victoria, Beatrix from Kill Bill, Kate Austen from Lost, Claire, a bunch of
Women.
Hugh from Lost, the big boy,
Oh my
the
god.
Queen from Row. You're like Jesse from Breaking Bad. Yeah, there's a lot of women with your personality.
What's that mean?
Means you're a fucking girl.
No. The
Hey,
first
you're like
one,
Kevin Costner though, so that's pretty cool.
Is it fag, probably?
No, you're like Michael Jackson. He's just weird. Hey, we get to look at your strengths and weaknesses. There we go. We'll look at that.
They're all women. That's what I was
No,
like.
there's other people with your personality. Don't freak
Can't
out.
go that far. Is that as far as that went?
That's as much as it's loaded so far. It's being slow.
We should have cigarette holders.
Okay.
Don't hurt. Not gonna hurt.
Popular. Yeah, you're like that. You're just like, nah, whatever floats your boat, motherfucker. Sensitive to others.
Yeah. I don't try to hurt people's feelings on purpose.
Yeah. Imaginative.
What's that mean?
Being so aware of others' emotions, adventure, personalities, use creativity and insight to craft bold ideas that speak to people's hearts. Well, it's hard to explain this quality on a resume. This vivid imagination and exploratory spirit help adventurers in unexpected ways. You're passionate and you're curious. You're also artistic.
What's that mean? I can read
Artistic,
books. I read books backwards.
No, you're creative. That means you're
I
creative.
doubt that. I don't create anything.
I
could though.
You're witty with your jokes and stuff like that.
Art.
You're funny, yeah. And here are your weaknesses. You're fiercely independent.
What's that mean?
That means you're independent too much.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Unpredictable, yeah.
Never.
Because you're a paranoid psychopath.
I've never.
Easily stressed, yeah.
Never.
Overly competitive, yeah.
Never.
Fluctuating self-esteem, yeah.
What's that mean?
It means your self-esteem fluctuates. You'll be like whenever we're watching sports and they're talking about how like so-and-so is like the best at whatever, and you're like, yep, number 2 after me. And then other times you're like, oh, I'm the laziest and worst piece of shit ever. So
Never.
Here's romantic relationships, which are quite mysterious and difficult to get to know. While very emotional and adventurous as they are, blah blah blah. Things are unlikely to ever grow stale. Even the longest-term partners can be surprised by the secrets adventurers keep. Yeah,
Exactly.
Probably how you are. You love from the soul, and you're crazy. All right, friendships, adventures, comfortable people. I don't want to talk. I want to play. Yeah.
No.
You're not very talkative.
Always.
Adventurers' relaxed, non-judgmental attitudes make it easy for them to get along with others, but it's not always the same way around.
What's that?
You get along with other people, but people probably don't get along with you
Exactly.
as much as you
They
think.
hate me. Motherfuckers.
Parenthood. This is how you are in parenthood. When it comes to parenting, adventurers often feel right at home. While no one could be said to be truly prepared for such a task, adventure personalities' natural warmth, practicality, and relaxed nature help them to settle in and appreciate every moment of joy and hardship that comes with raising a child. Yeah, you like me a lot, so there's arguably the joy they take in being with and helping their loved ones. Sure. When it comes to me, probably not everyone.
And they don't
Just
piss me
often
off.
find their-
I don't know.
Yeah. Never stop loving. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Oh boy, here come the career paths. So we have to see what career paths you're good at. So let me get to where it lists the stuff. With their unique perspective and simple desire to be themselves, adventurers are natural artists, musicians, and photographers, as well as designers of all stripes. Setting up shop websites, I guess. That might not.
Me. I don't do.
That might not be you very much.
I might have lied on the work questions, huh?
I don't feel like you did though.
I work hard.
Or
I
just
just
then.
the work ones, I was just more. Eventually.
Oh yeah, it's talking about how you don't, 9 to 5 boring administrative work and stuff like that. Adventurers don't like that. So that makes sense. You would absolutely hate an office job. For sure. Workplace habits. And then workplace adventurers seek out positions that give them as much wiggle room as possible with things their way. Yeah. Buttoned-down environments that revolve around tightly held traditions and strictly enforced procedures are unlikely to appeal to adventurous personalities. Yeah. Spontaneous charming, generally fun people to be around. People with adventure personality type don't like to be controlled, and this can be quite clear in subordinate positions. They loathe.
I got like, so if Dylan and Bernie were to ask, I'd be insubordinate.
Probably, yeah. They loathe being micromanaged. At the same time, adventurers aren't well known for their long-term focus, but rather their adaptability and spontaneity. So you're very spontaneous, and yeah, you can adapt to stuff. Which one of my strengths, whenever on the campaigner, mine was also adaptability. Was one of mine. So I'd probably get that. Adventurer colleagues. Among their peers, adventurers feel most comfortable working with equals and giving some advice in order to solve practical problems is right where adventure personalities like to be. Yeah, you'd be an advice guy. You as a, let's see what you'd be like as a manager. The position that feels most unnatural adventures is management. Yeah,
management.
Yeah, that's what would feel
most
unnatural.
Called boss.
Yeah.
I tell people what to do. They gotta fucking do it. If they don't want to hurt.
Now we can look at conclusion.
What's that mean?
This is the conclusion. Few personality types are as kind and creative as adventurers, known for their sensitivity and willingness to improvise. Adventurers are great at finding exciting new things to explore and experience. Adventurers' creativity and down-to-earth attitude are invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. Yet adventurers can be easily tripped up in areas where their kind and practical attitude is more of a liability than an asset, whether it is navigating interpersonal conflicts, confronting unpleasant facts, pursuing self-realization, or managing your workload. You need to put in a conscious effort to develop your weaker traits and additional skills. And then it talks about how this is only a fraction of everything they can give you.
So my best jobs would be what?
Apparently creative ones.
And I've always been looking in the wrong, but that don't fit my personality as not wanting to. I don't want to talk in big groups. I couldn't be a musician or sing. I'm probably a good singer.
Well, a musician doesn't mean you have to sing.
Well,
that's a vocalist, not a musician. A musician can just be someone who writes music or plays an instrument.
Which I don't.
I'm a musician. I play the drums, and when I play the drums, I literally have the most bored look on my face ever from videos I've seen. I just look bored. I just like straight face playing it. I'm enjoying myself.
That's because your mom made you do it. You didn't choose to, did you?
Out of every instrument, I'd rather play drums.
Well, yeah, I understand that. But me too, probably. Or I'd like to learn to play guitar, but I don't think I tried.
Is there anyone you want to go look back at?
Just go back and what was and you agree?
So
with
you're the adventurer type. You're a type of explorer. You strive for like constant improvement.
Exactly.
And that's not just for you. You strive for constant improvement for everything.
For everything.
And I see that. Yeah.
What do you mean? So you agree with it or disagree?
Oh, I definitely agree.
What do you agree with?
Most of it, not everything. But
what do you
most
agree
of
with?
it. I don't see you as the working in creative stuff. I mean, as a comedian, you'd probably do all right.
I don't see that either. I mean, that's the only thing I didn't really get. But they're probably just going by. They're not going to be like, you'd be good at milking cows. You know what I mean? They're going to put stuff on there.
They're going to put, like how mine was like, from psychology to teaching to politics.
Adventurous type's going to be good at any kind of job that you have to really work. You know what I mean? Because I'll jump in and figure out how to get it done.
Anything that gives you some wiggle room, basically.
Exactly.
And that's the jobs you do like. So.
I mean, because they probably don't. They didn't when they made this. They weren't thinking, well, this guy probably worked. Or what about all the guys that worked at sawmills and was a trash man and worked in turkey barns and you know what I mean? Yeah,
there are 16 different personalities though, but they're not going to list that to those kind of jobs.
What's about friendships? What was that?
First, let's look at romantics. Relationships, yeah. I want to look more into that. Adventures are quite mysterious. Blah 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 blah. What does it tell you? What kind of? Okay. As the relationships grow, adventurous partners come to find vibrancy and spontaneity. I can't ever say that fucking word. Be par for the course. Adventurers may not be great long-term planners. I'm looking
what did that say? Knowing you are loved or what?
Knowing you are loved, you can do anything. So if you feel loved, It gives you more confidence, basically.
Exactly. And that one makes me fall in love.
In any case, sharing the observant trait usually smooths out the more challenging aspects of mutual understanding. And relationships with people who have the extroverted and judging traits helps adventurers learn and grow in real, attainable ways.
So which ones am I adaptable with?
You like the observant people. And you have better relationships with people who are extroverted and judging, so the opposite of you in 2 ways. You like extroverted people. Not always, but you like them in the fact that it helps you learn more about those kinds of people. Basically what it says.
So you disagreed with all of it?
No.
You don't think I'm any... Oh, I mean, that one part you was reading.
Nothing.
Nothing like me. You said, yeah, and I was... None of it sound like me.
This stuff that I'm seeing that's like you. I was being so slow right now.
You didn't think I'd be that one, did you?
No, I didn't. I thought you were going to be one of the analyst types.
What's that?
And you got one of the explorer types.
What was it?
The analyst?
Yeah.
We'll go look at them here in a little bit.
You didn't think I was... I don't like the people. Go back to the people. It was a bunch of homos. Kevin Costner's a homo, ain't he?
Oh, you want to go to the people?
Yeah.
Is he?
No, I don't think. He's married to... I think one of them. Another actor.
I'm trying to think of what Kevin Costner's been in.
Dances with Wolves and...
Oh, that guy.
The one where he's bodyguard to that black girl or something. He's like Field of Dreams on Water World. Something like
Adventurers are definitely introverts.
What's introverts?
You keep stuff in.
You disagree with that, right? No. What do you mean I keep...
You're an introvert for sure.
What's that mean? It
means I'm over here trying to talk to you and you just don't talk.
Really?
Sometimes.
So it's not... So don't take it personally. It's just the way I am.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that can be annoying to my personality type.
Well, your personality type is aggravating to adventurers. I can't believe Michael Jackson. Don't show people. Who the hell's this on here? Ignorant bit. Oh,
that's really? Britney Spears. Learn to read.
I can't see.
Avril Lavigne, or whatever. You're like her.
I don't
know.
Singer, I know.
Michael Jackson. I can see being like these people.
How?
I don't know, they probably just have that personality, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think you know any of the fictional characters. It's one of the Lord of the Rings characters.
One of them are fictional ones?
Yeah, it tells you what they're from, like Breaking Bad, stuff like that.
So the real people are Fat Ass and Kevin Costner are the only guys, and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a lot more on.
He's creative, dancing and singing. You're creative in comedy. Alright, well, here, I'm gonna open up the other personalities real quick. Okay.
16 personalities. I'm an adventurer.
Are you?
You agreed with it?
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the...
I'm an adventurer, Dyson.
Go to personality types. We'll read up on some more of them. So yeah, I thought you were going to be one of the analysts. I thought you were going to be like an architect or a logistician or a commander or a debater. Colton and I think my mom's going to be a commander.
Yeah. What's this?
Bold, imaginative, and strong-willed leaders always finding a way or making one.
Exactly. She'll be...
because she's... her way or the highway.
Do you think I answered them right, though?
Yeah, I think you answered pretty right. See, I thought I was going to be... I'll show you who I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be a defender, very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. Or a consul, extraordinarily caring, social, and popular people, always eager to help. Mainly because it said popular.
Which one were you?
I was this weird-looking fucker. Campaigner. Enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirits who can always find a reason to smile. So, that's pretty accurate. I smile and I'm easily entertained a lot. I smile a lot, so. Yeah. Except for when I'm around here.
That's because I'm an adventurer. I'm quiet and...
Right here, we'll look at the kind of, the people that I know.
When we say
Okay, first we'll look at a debater, and we'll look at the people with a debater personality, the famous people. Here we go. So Colton is like Weird Al Yankovic. He's like Adam Savage, Sarah Silverman, Mark Twain. He's like Tom Hanks. He's like Thomas Edison. He's like Celine Dion. Sacha Baron Cohen. He's also like Captain Jack Sparrow. Jim Halpert from The Office. Irene Adler. He's like the Joker. He's like Tyrion Lannister, Julian Stark. He's like Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
How come he had more than what mine was? Mine was...
More people probably have the debater personality than...
There's not very many people like me.
But here are campaigners. Here are people that I'm like. So I'm like Robert Downey Jr., Will Smith, Robin Williams, Drew Barrymore, Russell Brand, Quentin Tarantino, Meg Ryan, Kelly Clarkson, Michael Scott from The Office, Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Yeah.
I loved mine.
I like both of them.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Favorite ones off the two shows.
Yeah, exactly. Hope and Washburn from Firefly, Peeta Mellark from The Hunger Games. Jared Bradshaw from Six, Willy Wonka from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then I'll show you who Talon was like. He's an executive.
A woman, of course. First
no, well that's just the picture. He's like Sonia Sotomayor. He's like John D. Rockefeller, Judge Judy. He's like Frank Sinatra, James Monroe, Laura Linney, Lyndon B. Johnson, Sarah Michelle Gellar. He's like one of the
Lord of the Ring guys.
He's like one of the Lord of the Rings.
Dwight
He's like
Schrute.
He's like Dwight Schrute in The Office.
That.
I laughed super hard at that.
What did he say?
He was like, "Oh my!" He's like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, just.
And I say, and then Claire Dunphy. So the character I'm like's wife.
Claire.
Robb Stark from Game of Thrones. He's Cuddy from House. He's like Porthos from The Three Musketeers. But yeah, I laughed the most at the fact that he's like Dwight Schrute. See, and whenever me and Colton were looking at him, we thought Justin would be the adventurer type, like
really?
you. Like you got. I did not expect that. But yeah, that's what you got.
You didn't expect me to be?
I did not.
Why?
Expect you to get that.
I thought everything that you read. That's right.
Well, I didn't expect that was going to be the personality it gave you. That was going to be one of the analysts. All right. See, Colton thought he was going to get entrepreneur. That's what he thought he was going to get.
But you agree with what it said about me, huh? That I was...